So we'll say hello, and is there anybody out there? If there is,
There's somebody there.
yes,
Yeah.
I know. If there's anyone there, say hello, let us know if you can hear me okay.
Evening, Stephen.
Good evening, Stephen. How are you, fella? How's the family? Very unusual for Stephen to be the first person we see in the chat as well. What does that mean? Me. Yeah, it's just you, Stephen. You're on to a winner tonight.
That's Janet. Good evening, Janet. Are you playing with Karen tonight?
No, still not doing.
Oh. I heard you did very well doing last month's.
Who have we got on?
Alan, Becky and Curtis. Caroline and Richard.
Abic. Caroline and Richard. Hi, Caroline and Richard. Hello, Alan, Becky, and Curtis. Abic. Caroline and Richard. Have we got? The truth is out there. Well, there's an awful lot of people out there could do with finding it then. I'm assuming I must have.
What?
I'm saying the truth is out there, see?
Oh, that's not come up in mine yet. Oh, it has. I missed it somehow. Good evening, Alison.
Good evening, Alison. Thanks for joining. Did you see Janet's there as well? Yeah. Good evening, Janet. Thanks for joining us. I do believe Mariana is joining too. She said she'd set the alarm, so actually no, she put us in her YouTube favourites or something like that. So how's everybody doing?
Right, we've got Bryony and Florence playing.
Flobo.
Flobo, yeah. Well, Floby. Flowbree.
Floby. I always call him Flobo. And Bryony and Florence, that's Fiona's daughter and granddaughter. They're down in.
They're in the bedroom.
One of the bedrooms they're playing. I'm assuming a Mr. Boylan will be hiding somewhere. If you are, Thomas, if you are there and you can hear, please send any messages to Fiona. I think the last quiz we were doing, you were sending messages to me, but I've never accessed my phone while I'm doing the quiz. In regards your question earlier, Becky, I think before you went back to America when you were over, we had a wee kind of conversation about it, and I said I would hopefully have some sort of concert going on around about that time, and I don't see any reason why we can't make that happen. So we'll get on it.
Florence is eating one of your magnums, just so you know.
Oh, cheek cover. So that she eats my Frosties, she eats my crisps, and she's now eating my magnums. And to add insult to injury, she uses my spoon.
She better not come in here.
And she better not be eating your puddings, eh? That'd be the end of it. We need to get on to it right enough. I forget we're almost at the end of May, so we've got June and July. Yeah, we'll manage that, no bother. We've already got some tunes in our bag just going by Friday, Alan, eh? That's 3 minutes past 8.
Yes, I think we could.
I think we better.
Start.
Yeah, we're assuming maybe people will be arriving late.
Or once the scores come in.
Yep. Right, so we'll move on. As always, 5 rounds, 10 questions each round, and the first round is science and nature, if I remember right. So yep. So good luck, everyone. Here's question 1.
What is the chemical process of converting sugar into alcohol?
So that's question 1. What is the chemical process of converting sugar into alcohol?
Oh, right.
Aye, very funny. Okay, cool. I was just asking how things were, Stephen. How's the family? And question 2.
Where in your body is the hippocampus?
So that's question 2. Where in your body is the hippocampus?
Hi, Annie.
Hi Annie, George, thanks for joining. This is only the second question, so plenty of time to catch up.
What was the first question? I can't even remember.
Me too. In whatever way at all, Annie, you're more than welcome. Thanks for joining. So, question 3.
What is the disease tetanus also known as?
So that's question 3. What is the disease tetanus also known as?
Thomas is with us. Good evening, Thomas.
Good evening, Mr. Boylan. Thank you for joining. Just need Mariana to show up now. I can only assume she's maybe having problems getting logged in. That happens with her sometimes.
Oh,
hey! Good evening, Naoko. You're not too bad. We've only asked 3 questions. Thanks for joining. Good evening, Leslie. Nice to have you. It's been a while. And unfortunately, I don't think we've got any car questions tonight. So, question 4.
Oh dear. Samhainophobia is the fear of what? Is it Sundays, Halloween, or witches?
So that's question 4. Samhainophobia is the fear of what? Is it Sundays, Halloween, or witches? We'll be getting the Kings next.
Oh, aye, yeah.
Not them for a wee while either. Question 5.
What is the middle colour in a rainbow?
So that's question 5. What is the middle colour in a rainbow? And of course we don't have your mum's team tonight.
No.
Question 6.
The vernal equinox is the beginning of what?
So that's question 6. The vernal equinox is the beginning of what? Question 7.
In what month is Earth closest to the Sun?
So that's question 7. In what month is Earth closest to the Sun? Question 8.
Are pumpkins fruits or vegetables?
Question 8. Are pumpkins fruits or vegetables? Question 9.
The emperor penguin inhabits which continent?
So question 9. The emperor penguin inhabits which continent?
Is that word penguin got two eyes?
No.
It's just my eyesight then.
Hi Howley, and nice to see you.
So if you're joining late, you should be able to pull the cursor back to the start and quickly go through them and then catch up with us.
And question 10.
If someone is taking your auxiliary temperature, where have they put the thermometer?
So that's question 10. If someone is taking your auxiliary temperature, where have they put the thermometer? Mum, Dad and Rocky with you tonight, Holly? Moving on to round 2, connection round. So the first 9 answers are all connected in some way, and question 10 will be how are they connected. So good luck everybody. Question 1.
In the full Monty, unemployment had been caused by the collapse of what industry?
So that's question 1. In the full Monty, unemployment had been caused by the collapse of what industry? Question 2.
In Greek myth, which daughter of Zeus was also the goddess of war and wisdom?
Question 2. In Greek myth, which daughter of Zeus was also the goddess of war and wisdom? Transatlantic Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
You get your badge made with that, Becky. Question 3.
What word is used to describe the 60th wedding anniversary?
So question 3. What word is used to describe the 60th wedding anniversary? I'm sure people can come up with lots, but maybe not the one we're looking for. Question 4.
Who is missing from this list? Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen and Rudolph.
So question 4. Who is missing from this list? Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen and Rudolph. Excuse me. Question 5.
What lyric is missing from this Queen song? Then it's time for the blank to fall.
Question 5. What lyric is missing from this Queen song? Then it's time for the to fall. Excuse me. Question 6.
What explosive is made of nitroglycerine, sorbents and stabilisers?
So that's question 6. What explosive is made of nitroglycerin, sorbents and stabilisers? Question 7.
In the 70s TV series, what kind of woman was Jamie Summers?
So that's question 7. In the 70s TV series, what kind of woman was Jamie Summers? Question 8.
What word can be a traditional story or an inscription, especially on a coin or medal?
So that's question 8. What word can be a traditional story or an inscription, especially on a coin or medal? Question 9.
What part did Michael Crawford play in Broadway's longest running musical?
So that's question 9. What part did Michael Crawford play in Broadway's longest running musical? question 10.
What's the connection?
Excuse me. Moving on to the answers for the first 2 rounds. So, round 1, science and nature. Question 1.
What is the chemical process of converting sugar into alcohol?
That is fermentation. Question 2.
Where in your body will you find your hippocampus?
And that is your brain, but we will accept head. Right. It's not showing up on your picture there. Question 3.
What is the disease tetanus also known as?
So that is lockjaw. Is it just because of... Well, we'll see in the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, Holly. Question 4.
Somnophobia is the fear of
Halloween.
That's alright now.
Where's Rocky, Holly? Question 5.
What is the middle colour in a rainbow?
The middle colour in a rainbow is green. Question 6.
The vernal equinox is the beginning of
Spring. Question 7.
In what month is Earth closest to the Sun?
That would be January. Called perihelion, as you can see there. Question 8.
Are pumpkins fruits or vegetables?
They are fruits. Question 9.
The emperor penguin inhabits which continent?
They inhabit Antarctica. And question 10.
If someone is taking your auxiliary temperature, where have they put the thermometer?
Your armpit.
Under your arm.
Under your arm, yeah. If you don't know your armpit's under your arm, you're in trouble.
Yes, but
Yes,
just making it clear that we're not being stickler for that exact word.
Round 2, connection round. So, question 1.
In the full Monty, unemployment has been caused by the collapse of what industry?
It's caused by the collapse of the steel industry. Excuse me. Question 2.
In Greek myth, which daughter of Zeus was also the goddess of war and wisdom?
That was Athena.
Quite a difficult brief that, isn't it? War and wisdom.
And the arts. You could draw them while you're telling them about the glory of dying.
All the ones that were left over after everybody else got first pick.
Question 3.
What word is used to describe the 60th wedding anniversary?
It's not torture, it's diamond. Question 4.
Who is missing from this list? Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen and Rudolph.
And it is Comet. It is right in the middle there. Question 5.
What lyric is missing from this Queen song? Then it's time for the hammer to fall.
Indeed it is. Never liked the song until I saw them doing it at Live Aid. That is probably still the best version I've heard of it. Question 6.
What explosive is made of nitroglycerin, sorbents and stabilisers?
That would be dynamite. Question 7.
In the 70s TV series, what kind of woman was Jamie Summers?
Jamie Summers was a bionic woman.
The bionic woman.
Question 8.
What word can be a traditional story or an inscription, especially on a coin or medal?
That would be a legend, otherwise known as a legend. Question 9.
What part did Michael Crawford play in Broadway's longest running musical?
He played Phantom in The Phantom of the Opera. And question 10.
What's the connection?
The connection is they're all gladiators in the new series of Gladiators, which I've got to say I've never seen an episode of it. I watched the previous one with my kids, but haven't seen any of this. But I just thought I would give it a go anyway. So well done to anybody if you got that. So let's get a catch up and see how the scores are doing.
Quite close then.
I kind of figured that, Stephen.
So,
Alison 16, very good.
The Muppets.
Tam 15.
15.
Richard and Caroline, is that? Yeah. 13, yeah.
Yeah. Thomas is at 14.
Thomas 14.
Linda and John are with us.
Linda John, good evening,
Yes.
Linda and John.
And they are on 15.
Well, thanks for telling us that, Stephen, because that's one of the things that we do always strive for, is to be educational. I figured someone would have Naoko. Trust it to be you. Sorry, so we've got have we got anything from Bryony, Flobo? Well done, Annie George, 14. Naoko and Wesley, 12. Very good. Have we got Holly? No, nothing from Holly yet. What did you say, Linda and John? 14? 15.
And Janet is on 9.
Very good.
And
Come on, Holly, don't be shy. There's a score. Anything from Bryony?
I'm just asking her.
Come on, Bryony.
Don't be shy. We know you've got the armpit one right.
So we know you've got at least 1 out of 20. Rocky asleep in the hall.
So did you get
How about your score, Holly? Right, so at the moment we've got 17 out of 20. I was just ready to say at the moment we've got Alison's team and Alison in the lead with 16, but we haven't. We've got Holly and her mum in the lead with 17 and Rocky asleep in the hall. Then Alison on 16, Linda and John and Tam on 50. That's the Transatlantic Muppets for those that don't know about that, what I'm saying there. So they're on 15. Then we've got
right. Bryony and Florence are on 11.
11.
They got 9 in round 1.
Very good. Well done. So Annie and George and Thomas are both teams on 14. Then we've got Caroline and Richard on 13. Naoko and Leslie on 12. Flobo, that's Florence and Bryony on 11. Janet on 9 and Stephen on 7. So pretty close.
There's a cat in the background which you probably can hear, and we please do what we're doing, which is ignoring him.
He's an absolute drama freak.
Yes. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with him other than that he wants in.
Yeah. And petted all night. You'll know who it is, Holly. It's Purdy. Anyway, let's crack on. So we're moving on to the picture round, and it's random 10 pictures.
Oh.
Oh, there we are.
Well, you're a danger there to all the other contestants with your mum playing.
Absolutely, and the dog. Right, so let's move into the picture round. Good luck, everybody. So, name the movie. Who is this caricature of? Name the country that flies this flag. What is that? What type of mushroom is this? Oh, well, I'm expecting maximum points then, Holly. What company uses that logo? I apologise, I'm just picking up my belly rumbles. What type of cat is that? Who is that?
It's so confidently saying there's nothing wrong with him. We'll get to the end of the quiz and go out and find out that his leg's hanging off.
Name the band. Hi Mariana, that's very unfortunate. Thanks for saying hello. Oh, it's terrible. And finally, rand, rupee or ruble.
Good evening, Mariana. So you'll be able to, if you want, at the end. It takes a wee while, does it not, for it to become available?
It does, yeah.
But maybe when you get to the end, before we switch off, if you scroll back to the beginning then, you'll be able to do the first bit.
I'm not sure. Now we'll move on to the answers. Oh no, we're not. We're moving on to the train. So, question. So, actually, I need to explain in case there's anyone that's not played it before. So, the way this works is the last letter of the first answer is the first letter of the second answer, and so on. So, we're on round 4 now, Mariana. Just finished the picture round there. Right, so, good luck, everybody. Question 1.
Who is Harry Potter's godfather?
Now, question 1. Who is Harry Potter's godfather? Question 2.
Gene Simmons is the lead singer of which group?
That's question 2. Gene Simmons is the lead singer of which group?
Now remember to use your clue if you got the first answer. Then the answer to this begins with the last letter of your first answer.
Indeed. Question 3.
What is the longest nerve in the human body?
So that's question 3. What is the longest nerve in the human body? Question 4.
Which herbaceous plant can be used as a coffee substitute?
So that's question 4. Which herbaceous plant can be used as a coffee substitute? Question 5.
What is the first name of Simon Le Bon's wife?
Question 5. What is the first name of Simon Le Bon's wife?
Because I'm trapped here between your belly and
I
Purdy's
know.
yowling.
A tsunami and a potential death, dying cat. Question 6.
Which Bahamian city was originally called Charlestown?
So that's which Bahamian city was originally called Charlestown?
I think he's saying a bit more than hi.
Absolutely.
Something like, they're ignoring me again. I can't take any more of it.
It's, for people of a certain age should be able to get this. He's probably doing the equivalent of It's an injustice, it is. Maybe Calamero. Question 7.
What does UV stand for?
That's question 7. What does UV stand for? Question 8. What game is this?
I thought he was actually managing to open the door there.
He was attempting the silent break-in. He's like, no, it didn't work. He's obviously not one of those cats that you see popping up in your feeds that's able to open a door on their own, jump up and better be quiet in case he hears us. Question 9.
In Alice in Wonderland, what is the last thing to disappear from the Cheshire Cat?
So that's question 9. In Alice in Wonderland, what is the last thing to disappear from the Cheshire Cat? And finally, question 10.
Said to be somewhere in South America, what is the name of the mythical city of gold?
So that's question 10. Said to be somewhere in South America, what is the name of the mythical city of gold? I'll move on to the answers for those 2 rounds now. So, picture round and name the movie. Do you remember that one?
Conclave.
Yep. Picture 2. Who's that?
Yeah, that's Maradona.
Diego Maradona. Excuse me. Picture 3.
Can't remember, is it Tunisia?
It's Tunisia. Yep. Picture 4.
It's a pager.
Are they still getting used?
I don't know.
Picture 5. That is a black trumpet mushroom. Apparently very edible and highly delicious. Picture 6. Remember?
No, I've no idea, but Stephen Tam said you would definitely get this.
It's Nvidia. Picture 7.
That's a Persian cat.
Just thinking, please don't prove me wrong, Stevie.
Well, if Stephen doesn't get, I'll be surprised if anyone gets it.
Rubbish. Bet Holly gets it as well. Picture 8. Who's that?
Oh, Alcaraz.
Carlos Alcaraz, yep. Picture 9.
Is the Killers.
They were not up in this neck of the woods not so long ago. And picture 10.
That's the currency sign for a ruble.
So we'll move on to the chain. So question 1.
Who's Harry Potter's godfather?
That is Sirius Black. So the next one begins with the letter K. Gene Simmons is the lead singer of which group?
Kiss.
The next one begins with S. Question 3.
What is the longest nerve in the human body?
That is sciatic. So the next one begins with curly K.
Which herbaceous plant can be used as a coffee substitute?
And that is chicory. Next one begins with yeah.
What is the first name of Simon Le Bon's wife?
That's Yasmin. Next one begins with N.
Which Bahamian city was originally called Charlestown?
That is Nassau. Next one begins with U.
What does UV stand for?
Ultraviolet. Next one begins with T. What is it?
Tetris.
How many of us were driven nuts by that game? Question 9.
In Alice in Wonderland, what is the last thing to disappear from the Cheshire Cat?
And that is smile. Question 10.
Said to be somewhere in South America, what is the name of the mythical city of gold?
And that would be El Dorado. So that's those rounds all answered. So let's see how the scores are now.
Brian's just sent a symbol of a skull. I think that's probably indicating they've not done very well.
Not a white flag. No.
What?
Stephen's saying the internet just went down. Well, if that makes you feel old, then Holly, it makes me feel ancient that I remember the original El Dorado film. Right, hold on, here we go. Mariana. Annie. Oh, 31 for the Muppets. Alison, 31 as well. Okay, Stevie, cheers, pal. Good luck with that.
Thomas is now on 28.
No, very good, Thomas.
So he doubled his score.
Mr. Consistent.
And Linda and John.
Caroline and Richard are now on 28. Who? Oh, Linda
and John are now on 27.
26. Oh, I like this. It's all very close. Holly are on 33. That's
Janet's total 16.
Very good, Janet. Have we got anything for Annie? Annie 24 out of 40. Very good, Annie. And
we got the Mabons on 26.
Yes. And
Richard and Caroline 28.
And we just got a skull from Brian.
Well, I'm going to ask her what.
Well, I've just put a skull in on her score. Now you must have got at least one there, Bryony, because surely you got sciatic. Right. Oh, I'm not saying there's one missing. That's because Stephen
is catching up.
Yeah. Now, I'm not sure what he means by catching it. Like he said, he didn't see the score. You know,
maybe the answers.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he means.
So, and you hear? Well, we won't be able to hear us if he's going back either, will he? Yeah, I'd imagine.
Right, there is a score I think coming in.
Right, okay, okay. We're just waiting on the score coming from Flobo.
Further 4.
Right. Very good.
Right, so and that was 4-all from Florence. Well done.
Well done, Florence. You mean you didn't get sciatic, Bryony? Right. Well, I think we'll just have to crack on and hope Stephen catches up with us in the process, yeah? Okay, so we'll move into, well, I haven't read out the scores, I don't think. So in the lead at the moment with Holly, her mum, and the dog, Rocky, on 33. Then we have joint second with Alison and the Muppets on 31. Then we have two teams on 28, Thomas and Caroline and Richard. Then we have on 27, Linda and John, Naoko Leslie on 26, Annie on 24, Janet's 16, Flobo 15, Mariana, who has only just joined us, at 7, and Stephen, we're not sure where he's at, so hopefully he'll catch up with us before it's such a pain when the internet starts playing up. We know what it's like having had it at this end as well. So we'll move on to the general knowledge round, everyone. So good luck, everybody. So question 1.
Approximately how much of your body weight is blood? Is it A, 4%, B, 8%, or C, 12%?
So that's question 1. Approximately how much of your body weight is blood? Is it A, 4%, B, 8%, or C, 12%?
That's probably the last straw for Thomas.
Question 2, I think. Come on.
In the American network abbreviation CBS, what does the C stand for?
So that's question 2. In the American network abbreviation CBS, what does the C stand for? Oh. Annie saying 28, right? Okay, thanks Annie. I have updated, and I trust every single one of you. I don't think there's such a thing as cheating as in any of your vocabularies. Well, obviously it's an Annie, she just typed it. Question 3.
How many points is the letter P worth in Scrabble?
So that's question 3. How many points is the letter P worth in Scrabble? Oh. Looks like the teams just went to flow. Question 4.
What is a group of rhinoceroses called?
So that's question 4. What is a group of rhinoceroses called? It's one of those words that you did it as well when you went rhinoceros, as if I'm saying this properly. And I kind of do that all the time with it. Is that how you say it?
Right, there you are, look.
Yeah, that's it, right. Cheers, Stephen, and thank you very much, sir. In your face.
Very brave when you've got an audience.
Absolutely. And well done in catching up, pal. Question 5.
What year saw the iPhone first hit the market? Was it A, 2005, B, 2007, or C, 2009?
So that's question 5. What year saw the iPhone first hit the market? A, 2005, B, 2007, C, 2009. And that's a decent, a pretty good comeback, Stevie, in your next 2 rounds. Well done. Question 6.
What country was first to introduce the car registration plate?
So that's question 6. What country was the first to introduce the car registration plate? Question 7.
What is the name of the court jester whose skull is exhumed in Shakespeare's Hamlet?
That's question 7. This might do it for Thomas.
No, I think probably the Scrabble question.
What is the name of the court jester whose skull is exhumed in Shakespeare's Hamlet? Question 8.
How many swimmers are there in a medley relay team?
Nice and easy. Question 8. How many swimmers are there in a medley relay team? Question 9.
George Fox founded which religious group?
So that's question 9. George Fox founded which religious group? Fiona thought I should give you a multiple choice on this.
But actually, you asked me the question and I got it right.
That's what I based my no on.
Not that I knew it, it was just...
No, you worked it out.
Sort
of.
Yeah. I knew what it wasn't.
Yeah. And finally, question 10.
Which company uses this slogan, when you care enough to send the very best?
Question 10. Which company uses this slogan, when you care enough to send the very best? We'll move on to the answers now. So, question 1.
Approximately how much of your body weight is blood? And the answer is
B.
8%.
Question 2.
In the American network abbreviation CBS, what does the C stand for?
It stands for Columbia. It's a Columbia Broadcasting System. Question 3.
How many points is the letter P worth in Scrabble?
It's worth 3 points. Question 4.
What is a group of rhinoceroses called?
Rather appropriately, it's called a crash. Question 5.
What year saw the iPhone first hit the market? And that was
2007. Question 6.
What country was first to introduce the car registration plate?
That'll be the land you're living in just now, Stephen. That's France. Caught me out. And we both went for America, didn't we? Question 7.
What is the name of the court jester whose skull is exhumed in Shakespeare's Hamlet?
And that would be Yorick. Question 8.
How many swimmers are there in a medley relay team?
That would be 4. Question 9.
George Fox founded which religious group?
He founded the Quaker religious group. And finally, question 10. Sorry. But did you know the Quakers get their name from the early occurrences of these silent meetings for worship in which some participants would feel the presence of the Lord so strongly that they would begin to shake or quake. These days, however, Quakerism tends to focus less on religion and more on peace, equality and pacifism. You do now. Last question of the night, question 10.
Which company uses the slogan, when you care enough to send the very best?
And that is Hallmark. I wonder how many went for the one you went for.
Yeah, into Flora.
Right, so let's catch up below and see who our quiz winners for the night are. Good, well done, Stephen. Pretty good,
Yes.
Mariana, well done.
It is indeed.
Right, Stephen, 24. Holly, did I see 39? Alison, 35. Naoko and Leslie finished on 31. Oh, the Muppets on 35.
Linda and John on 33.
Linda and John 33.
Thomas also on 33.
Thomas on 33.
And Janet is on a total of 19.
Janet 19.
Yes, I thought they were quite tough. I have to say that I wasn't quite so involved in the compilation of this quiz.
And I'll say thank you, because the one thing that I've always said, that this is my own personal preference, so I maybe I shouldn't expect everyone to be the same, but if I go to a quiz and it's hard and I know they've got another one coming up, I'll go back to that, whereas if I'm going to some of these quizzes and they're too easy, it becomes boring, so there's no way I'm going to go back. So, did we get an angel? Oh, yep, 7, so 35. Geez, we've got quite a few on 35, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
So, our winners on 39 is Holly's team. I think that's 2 in a row now.
Yes.
And then we've got 1, 2, 3. Never had this. 4 teams on 35. 4 joint seconds. And then we've got 1, 2 on 33. So we've got Alison's team, the Muppets, Caroline and Richard, Annie and George, all on 35. And then we've got Thomas, Linda and John on 33. Mabons on Leslie and Naoko on 31. Then Stephen on 24, Janet on 19, Mariana 14, having only done 2 rounds, so very, very good. So our winners again are Holly and the team.
Yes,
well done, Rocky. I think we're going to have to ban Rocky, because that's any time he's about you do too well. Right, so quiz winners, Holly.
Yeah, so there's Caroline and Alison, level pegging their sisters.
Very good.
There'll be a wee bit of rivalry there.
Yeah.
I hope.
And
the next time.
And now, just for fun, as it's turned out, we'll do the tiebreaker question. So our tiebreaker question this month is: as of 2022, in Britain, how many people were members of the Religious Society of Friends Quakers? How many people in Britain do we reckon were part of the Quakers movement? Can you call it a movement?
It's a society, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Is it 25th next month again? Is that right, what I'm seeing now? Right, Stephen says, is that 13,000?
Right, 900,000, Linda and John are saying.
22,000, Leslie and Naoko. Sorry, what did you say?
900,000.
900,000.
Thomas is saying 400,000.
Thomas, 400,000.
I know that really that nobody's going to know.
That's just the beauty of it. You know, I love seeing all the different. Annie and George say 7,001. Let's not forget the one. It could be the winner. We've got Mariana on 450,000.
All right, but Annie and Florence only got 3 in the last round,
Right,
so you can
okay,
add that in.
So they finished on 18. Nice. And we've got Holly's team unknown. That's not acceptable because it is, because I'm going to give you a number, Holly. It is known.
Well, it was known from 2022. There's some sort of annual tally. It's an annual meeting.
Caroline and Richard have been very, very specific. 31,876. Love it. Have we got the Muppets? No, I'm not seeing one from the Muppets. Are you? No. Oh, there we are, 450,000. Seven or 775,000. Stevie says that's rocky. I sent him a text message, Stevie. Right, are we ready? The actual answer is 17,540. So I think our winners are Leslie and Naoko. Now that is a question, Mariana, that possibly Fiona could answer. What do you think? Yeah, so our tie-break winners are Naoko and Leslie. Very good.
What did they say? 22,000, something like that.
Yeah. Closest by. Well.
So there's not that many, but actually we know one Quaker.
Yes, we do. we know one of the 17,540 as of 2022. And so well done, Naoko and Leslie. Well, see, you should have gotten in touch with Rocky to get it confirmed, Stephen. Well, Mariana knows 5 Quakers. Well, you should have phoned one of them up. Phone a friend. No. Alright, so am I seeing that right? That next month it's 25th again? For
No, I don't know. No, it can't be. Is it?
right, June 29th. Okay, so our no, not so many, Alison, no. Our next quiz will be on the 29th of June. So we'll look forward to catching up with you all then. In the meantime, thanks very much for joining in with us this evening. And once again, well done Holly, well done Naoko and Leslie.
Yes, thanks very much. That was good fun.
Aye.
They'll all be phoning Rocky.
We will say Stevie. Right, thanks, man. Thanks, Stevie. Thanks, everyone. Right, good night.
Good night.